Good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to today's webinar. The topic for today is impacting sustainability goals with PLM and ModelSearch. A good morning and special welcome to our guest today, guest presenter from MATE, Philip Hinterdorfer. Welcome, Philip. And today he's going to present their very interesting and powerful ModelSearch technology. Just as a recap, today's presentation will be approximately 60 minutes. There will be time allocated at the end for a Q&A. So if you do wish to ask any questions, please do so by entering those in the Q&A panel, typically on the right-hand side of your screen. Okay, so let's jump in. So first of all, quick overview of today's webinar. Quick introduction from myself, Paul O'Shaughnessy. I'm the PC Business Manager here at Leap Australia. And then I'll hand over to Alan Thompson, who's our Technical Manager here at Leap for PC products, and he'll start to talk about setting the scene for sustainability and importantly how sustainability and PLM work together. And then we'll hand over to Philip, who'll go through MATE's presentation on the ModelSearch solution and how that fits through to the sustainability theme. And as I say, we've got time at the end for Q&A. So quick introduction from me, firstly to Leap Australia, and then we'll start to talk about really today's theme, which is sustainability. So Leap Australia, first of all, Leap, for those of you that don't know Leap, I know we've got quite a few existing customers on the call today, but basically Leap's mission, if you like, is to represent the best in class products and vendors from around the world. I guess our two sort of premier products and vendors and suites are our PTC, which is what we're going to largely focus on today with Creo and Windchill and other pieces too. And also we have the ANSYS product suite, which is really a full multi-physics based simulation suite for structural, thermal, fluid flow, electromagnetics, coupled physics. But in addition to those two, I guess, major vendors, we also have a range of other partnerships and products and vendors that we also work with, and those typically complement the PTC and ANSYS suite. The first of which is MATE. So MATE are a company that are based out of Europe, which Philip will introduce more formally shortly. But we've worked with them for a few years now, and yep, they're one of our partners, along with many other products and vendors as well that complement those solutions. Okay. And we've been around since the mid-90s and support thousands of customers across Australia and New Zealand. So let's change gears now. And what we see today are some macro trends that are really forcing changes to manufacturers and also driving huge investments, such as evolving the workforce, making the supply chains more resilient, things like embedding more software in the physical products, and of course, tying back to today, becoming more sustainable, okay? And I suppose on this point, the most important thing that you can do to start with sustainability in mind is you can begin to plan and design the products that you make. And this will be an ongoing theme for today's webinar. So what we see here is a kind of an alternative view of a product footprint across the life cycle. And typically decisions are made from a cost, performance, risk, time to market, manufacturability, serviceability, and obviously a sustainability perspective, etc. So from left to right, this starts with things like material and component supplier choice, maybe material extraction. Then we have supply component manufacturing, maybe material processing. And then this obviously leads through to manufacturing, operations, service, all the way through to waste management. And also we have considerations of things like reuse, remanufacture, and recycling, which are also key to this life cycle. So shortly we'll revisit this diagram to show where technology can assist us across the life cycle. So just a quick introduction at this stage, and we will revisit that. I guess when we look at PTC's technology platforms, which is what we're going to focus on today, then many of those assist us with impacting sustainability goals. We have CAD, we have Creo. In there we have simulation tools, we have AI-based generative design that allows us to optimize a design, make it more efficient from a weight point of view, maybe from a performance and a material point of view also. Okay, we have things like ThingWorx IoT, where we can improve the efficiency and maybe energy use of our manufacturing facility by closer monitoring and optimization. We have augmented reality. This could maybe empower on-site workers, reducing the need for subject matter experts to travel to site. But really today's focus is going to be around the PLM side of things, and in our case, Windchill. And I guess finally from me, before I hand over to Alan, here's an example of one of PTC's customers, Vestas. They're a global leader in the deployment of sustainable solutions. They use PTC's platforms to create a digital thread, which we'll talk about in a moment, across their Creo CAD, their Windchill PLM, and their ThingWorx IoT. And they do this to design, manufacture, install, and service wind energy projects all over the world. And importantly, this is helping investors to drive improvements both in quality and process.